Hello, this is Sophomore Astrology, and for my Mars series, the next placement I'm going to talk about is Mars in Leo. Now, Mars, once again, it's about your drive. It's about what motivates you. It's kind of like it's also too, it's the thing that if you did put a carrot in front of someone, what kind of carrot would make that person go? You know, it's like what kind of characteristics of things need to be in order to make that person want to go get those things and make it happen. So that's Mars. Mars is it rules the signs Scorpio, and it rules Aries as well. So when you have that planet placed in a sign like Leo, it's comfortable for sure, because Scorpio and Aries, those are both signs that are very self-preservating as well. Scorpio is more self-preservating versus Aries is all about drive, and it's all about ego, and it's all about kind of like physical energy, being a warrior in life. Like what makes you tick and what makes you a warrior? What are the things you're going to fight for? And then when you place that in Leo, a Leo is going to fight for, the things that make a Leo a Leo. Leo is the fifth house, and the fifth house is all about kind of being in the limelight, stepping into the sun, kind of stepping into your own, being the center of attention. The sun is very illuminating, and it's a very bright planet. Like it gives life and it gives energy to things. So this is a very, very, very comfortable planet. Comfortable placement for anyone who has their Mars in Leo. And it's kind of like the thing that drives and wakes someone up in the morning, or why they move the way that they move. Like a Mars in Leo will continue to pour their energy into things that make them feel good, the things that kind of make them feel prideful. It also kind of on the backside too. A Mars in Leo won't give to someone if they feel like that energy is not going to be reciprocated back to them. I kind of feel like a Mars in Leo will kind of keep watering the plants that make them feel good and look good and brings them life. They definitely love life and whatever brings life to them. I know sometimes the stereotype of Leos is that they want to be the center of attention, but it's not even center of attention. They want people to pour energy into them and pour life into them. It's all about staying alive and being in the sun and growing. I just kind of think of a plant. A plant, like a Leo needs life, like a plant needs the sun to survive. Like Leo is that plant, and the sun is there. It's attention, it's energy, it's life, and they need that in order to keep going. It's also kind of like whatever makes them feel prideful or boastful about, they're going to keep going for it. They might be those people who, will go for certain, for certain goals, or they might have certain ambitions, knowing that this ambition or this goal is going to bring them glory. It's going to give them attention, and it's going to allow people to compliment them on their true talents and gifts and things like that. And there's nothing wrong with this, honestly, because it's we all have all 12 signs within us, and all of us want recognition for the things that we especially for talents that we feel like are deserved of being highlighted, but also too, on the back side of that, sometimes is that of course there's, as I keep saying in every video, there's a light and dark to everything. And I think the dark side about Mars and Leo is that sometimes they will pursue things just for the fact that they know that they're going to get notoriety for it. But that notoriety might not even be something that they want to be known for. This is like a person who might always have wanted to be a painter, but they'll be a lawyer just because they know that the people in their life value being a lawyer more than they value being a painter, and it's kind of like, that's where kind of like Mars and Leo can sometimes fall, in the sense that it's they will pursue things in their life that just allows them to kind of get the recognition they want, but they're not necessarily staying true to themselves. And that's also a thing too. That's where Leo is the opposite of Aquarius, because Aquarius will be weird and quirky because they're being true to themselves, versus Leo will put on a mask and really like play the part of being this limelight, whether they really feel like that role represents them or not. And that's where I think where people and the Mars and Leo need to like tell these people need to be told that, hey, I love you no matter what you do. I will support you no matter what you do. Any type of accolades you get, whether it's you go to an awards show or graduation or, you know, anything that you earn and you're being celebrated for, I will be there to celebrate you. Like, I think that's where a Mars and Leo needs that, these people, those types of people in their life who will celebrate them just for them being them. And honestly, too, sometimes in this, like, that's what Leo energy is sometimes. It's just, Leo energy is just celebrating someone for just being them. And I think that's also what a Mars and Leo really needs, and what they're meant to kind of experience in this life, is to drive and go for the things that really, that they are celebrated for. And to be celebrated for being them. They need to be, these people, they are definitely need to be rewarded for their efforts, because if they do not get those accolades for doing the things that they do, they will lose their drive for life. They will not want to keep going. These people really need to be like, if you said, hey, like I remember in the third grade, if you learned all your multiples, you know, from like 1 to 12, you got all the way to 12s. I remember the teacher gave you like an ice cream cone candy, like an ice cream cone from like one of like a fast food place. And she would give you that ice cream cone candy. I mean, why do I keep saying candy? Ice cream cone. And she would give that to you once you earned your 12s, you know, once you learn the 12 of your multiples. This is like a Mars and Leo. If they don't get that ice cream cone, they're going to lose it, you know, because it's just kind of like, why put all this effort into it if I'm not going to reap the reward and actually be able to be celebrated? Like, these people love graduations. These people love birthdays. They love surprise parties. You know, they love to be celebrated by the people around them. They want to know that they're doing well with whatever they're doing. You know, these are people who will come and ask you, aren't you proud of me, type of thing. Like, they want to know that you're proud of them. They want, and especially by the people that they love and the people that take care of them and the people that are around them, like, they want to be celebrated so much. I don't know how many times I can keep saying that, because it's kind of like these people, they thrive on praise. They definitely thrive on being liked, and they thrive on, you know, a good time. These people definitely need a good time. They're driven by being able to be a kid and kind of being the life of the party. They definitely thrive off of parties and feeling like a kid again. You know, they really like the things that they might have done when they were 3 or 4 or 5 years old around the house. They're going to keep doing as adults, because that's what gives them life. Just child's play, you know, if they played if they watched SpongeBob as a little kid, they will continue to watch SpongeBob as an adult. You know, it doesn't stop for them. It doesn't stop. You know, these are people who are very childlike by nature as well. They like to play. And I'm trying to think of what else I could think about Mars and Leo. It's just, and honestly too, I want to say too, the people that are in their lives, you know, they have to kind of feed into them being childlike. They don't want to take anything too seriously, even though we're talking about what survives and what people fight for. They are willing to fight for life to not be too serious at the end of the day. They are jokesters, and they really believe that like life is all about like a play, and you know, sometimes, you know, it's not wrong to play the part. Sometimes Leos understand that like playing the part is also playing a part of them. You know, it's just another out of being a multifaceted person. You know, whatever part they're playing, that is a part of them. But I just kind of feel like sometimes they get stuck in playing the parts that people expect of them and not playing all the parts that make them who they are. So yeah, I'm trying to I think that's pretty much it for Mars and Leo. But yeah, like Mars and Leo, they're great people. They have like great energy, and it's not even just like, I think like Mars in Capricorn has a lot of energy, a lot of focused, determined energy. And then Mars in Gemini, it's more like a fast, agile, like, agility energy. But when it comes to Mars and Leo, it's a vibrant, exuberant energy. It's a very like bright and very expanding. It's almost kind of gives me it kind of almost gives me a little bit of a Jupiter vibe too, a little bit, even though like, there's really not much Jupiter in that equation, but it's just kind of like, I don't know. It's very like nurturing, the way that like a father can be very nurturing to their kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, for sure. And this person is just, they also are they give very much so, like, because Leo is such a giving sign as well. They're very generous people. This is a person who will give, without too much like question or anything like that. Like, this is fire. It's it can be a very quick energy, and the Leo will give. That's their instinct, is to give. Also too, these are people who could be taken advantage of too, for their nature, because they just have such a Leo nature and a Leo vibe about them. They also have a lot of energy too, not like Mars and Capricorn, but they still have a lot of energy, and it's like energy that they give to themselves and give to other people. They definitely are givers to others. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of for like Mars and Leo, but yeah.